Apex Online Racing is sponsored by Elgato, who created this lovely Stream Deck. For more information about the Stream Deck, the link is in the description below. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this lovely Wednesday night here on Project Cars 2. This is Apex Online Racing's Ginetta GT5 League for the Xbox One, and today we are at the final round here at COTA National in the USA, and it's a track where we could see a lot of carnage and possibly the track where we could see possibly a lot more people getting penalties, but we're keeping our fingers crossed. We are not going to see people get penalties, but you never know. So, I am Jess, and I'll be your commentator for this evening's sprint race and feature race. So, they just had 3 practice drivers, and they are going to go to a 20-minute sprint race, and the grid order for that is going to be the championship order, but not everyone is racing tonight, which means Rainbow will be starting on pole position. Now, pretty much the top 5 or 6 can clinch the championship, but I think it's possibly down to the top 3, Rainbow, Pinecone and Dabursky, who can clinch the title. So Rainbow was on really good form last week. He won the sprint race and he came in 3rd in the feature race, but is he going to do well this race? We will have to find out, as they are about to get set up for this sprint race, which I'm very excited about. So let us move to the action then right now, as they're about to get their setup ready, as they get their final setups, and most of the time it is default setup. They just got to make sure they do their tyre strategy. So the main reason why you can't see the director view this time, if you're new to watching the AOR streams, is because the update that they had a few weeks ago wasn't good, because you have to have both a broadcaster and a director, and since I'm probably the only Xbox One commentator for Project Cars 2, this doesn't work out. So this is why I have to do it this way, which has worked out pretty well in previous streams, so I am going to continue this as well. So we are very excited. We've got 9 drivers today, so more than last week, which is good news. We have got drivers that are ready to roll, ready to get it going, and I can nearly hear myself, but thank God I didn't. But you know, it is crazy. It is going to be absolutely fantastic, and I hope you're all in for some carnage, basically, and stuff to watch. It is our last race, Ginetta, and I have really enjoyed myself throughout this, as we are about to get underway then for the AOR rolling start. So the countdown is underway, but they are staying stationary and making sure they get to position. So Rainbow, like we said, will be starting on pole with Pinecone in 2nd place. Whilst we go through this formation lap, I just like to tell you a few quick announcements. The AOR GT3 League sign-ups are still open for PC, Xbox One and PS4. The next evaluation race is tomorrow, and the sign-ups for this close on Sunday, I believe. So if you want to sign up for some Project Cars 2 fun, you've got until the 30th of September to do it. And if you are new to the Project Cars League itself, if you're new to GT3, you'll have to do an evaluation race, which basically judges you on your racecraft. Doesn't really judge you on your pace, really. The time trial will be the judge of that, but it will be mainly based on your racecraft, seeing how you actually do on your actual race. So yes, Detox is hoping I don't have any commentators' curses tonight. Well, Detox, I can't promise you that it will happen, because to be honest, I don't know if it will happen. I'm not entirely sure, but we will have to wait and see. Hopefully, these drivers can keep it clean and pull it together. So, yes, we are also powered, the sponsors, we are also powered by Elgato, Thrustmasters and GT Amiga Racing. All of them are really beneficial for the leagues we have here at AOR, and we are eternally grateful for those. So, we are just about to get ready then for the start. I hope you're all as excited as we are. It is going to be absolutely fantastic. I am so pumped, and this is going to be super cool. So we've got Billy O'Connor that's watching in the chat. We've got Detox as well, AB Gamers as well watching in the chat. So hello everybody, how are you all doing? If you do want a shout out, please let us know as well, because I want to, like I said on all the other Project Cars streams I want to keep the streams as interactive as I possibly can, just to make sure that we get on it as we're about to cross the start finish straight. And we're about to get underway here in COTA National. And well, we are just about to get underway. They're still not signed pull up yet, but that's because there's another start finish straight, which I've just seen right here. And Rainbow's gone up to a very good start. Pinecone not that far behind, but we're seeing battle with Willie Blackhammer. Willie Blackhammer having a great start. Willie Blackhammer all the way up into second place, but Phil trying to do the overtake. Oh, there was carnage from Willie Blackhammer. He's dropped his way up through the field. We've also got a yellow car that's having some issues as well, but Pinecone has lost position, but is trying to get back from him, trying to find a space from Phil there. But how's Willie Blackhammer? He's fourth. Dutchman in 5th. We got Germo in 6th position. Ollie is doing not too bad in 7th position, but we got Rough Me Up and Smoking Puppy all the way down the bottom there. But already close field, and Rainbow's definitely doing what he needs at the moment to score as much points as possible. So great start from him. He kept those guys behind him, and that's what he absolutely did. As Pinecone is trying to find a way past Phil, but that didn't work out. Rainbow already got a penalty already, so that is a bit disappointing, but hopefully he can recover from that. As Willie Blackhammer is going to try and defend off of Dutchman. Dutchman got the move done very well indeed, so great stuff. But I think Ollie is not that far behind, and Germo's not that far behind either, so it's getting to be very intense. All the top 7 about 1 second ahead of each other, so it's going to be a train, to be honest with you, and that's what I like about Ginetta. And I think we see a bit of lag from Dutchman, I think. No, not from Dutchman, from one of these guys, I think. But hopefully they will recover from the lag as soon as possible. So, yes. So, Dubersky is out. Dubersky is out, so he'll be back for the main race. He disconnected, unfortunately. So, yes, he'll be back soon. But let's see. Oh, and Pinecone is also under pressure from Dutchman as well. So this is going to be intense as well, as Dutchman's trying to find a space. Pinecone doing some very lovely defending, but Dutchman has the speed in that Ginetta to put him all the way up into 3rd place. Let's see what else is going on. We got Ollie as well fighting with Germo. Let's see what he can do. Oh, we got Rainbow that's been having some trouble as well. He had a great start, and he's dropping all the way down into 7th. So not the best for him, though, but that's allowing now Phil to go into the lead. But we got Pinecone and Dutchman not back by behind him. Pinecone managed to make the way past Dutchman, I believe. So that was a good from him. How is Ollie doing? Ollie is right behind Willie Blackhammer right now. Let's see what he can do as he squeezes him. And this is a very tough corner. This is one of the longest straights, longest corners, longest turns, I mean, on the calendar. So they need to be fully aware. Now, I have got some advice from a driver that couldn't make it tonight, and that is from Aiden, about how to handle the Ginetta, and is on every corner to keep jokering the wheel to get the tyre straight and not scrubbing the tyre, and in turn speed off. So that is his advice to all the guys who are driving these Ginettas today. So maybe they can follow. And all Dutchman made another move on Pinecone. They've been battling all through this race already, absolutely incredible. But we got Willie Blackhammer and Ollie then fighting, not there on the start finish straight at the moment. Let's go on board trackside quickly. On board, there we go. Going through into turn 1. Ollie did his absolute best to hold up for it. Ollie doing a splendid job. He's up into 4th. But he went a bit wide there and is allowing Willie Blackhammer to make sure that he gets it. He is right on the gearbox as well. Germo is not that far behind Rainbow as well. So battles all over the place here at COTA International. Well, it's not international, it's national, but hey ho. As we got Ollie that's also got a time penalty as well. So as I said earlier, this track is very common for penalties. I found that in the F1 leagues for F1 as well, so I'm not really that surprised. Pinecone is going to try and make a move. We also got Dutchman trying to make a move on the field. Oh my god! What has just happened here? That was a bit of carnage between Dutchman and Phil. So I don't know what happened with Dutchman. Dutchman seems to be in a lot of chaos every race he does, which to be honest, I do feel really sorry for him because he is a good racer. He qualifies at a very good position, and he just, you know, look at his damage right now. It is bad. It's bad at the moment, and let me just get the onboard and see how bad it is. Oh my god, oh my god, I can actually see from the chase there. That is absolutely horrible, but hopefully he will recover soon. But right now, let's switch our attention to what's going on battle-wise again. We've got Willie Blackhammer and Ollie battling it for it again, with Rainbow not that far behind. Rainbow now up into 5th, overtaking Germo. But Willie Blackhammer trying to find some speed. We've got lap times. Pinecone is on a very good lap time at the moment. He's about 1/10 separated between him and Bill. Let's see what they're up to. The lead has been swapping and changing this race already. There's been about 3 leaders so far in this race, which is absolutely incredible. That's what makes sprint races so exciting to watch, is the magnitude of this. As they go through the longest straight, then Pinecone's going to see if he can try and make a move, but he doesn't make it stick at the moment. Tries to keep it clean, which is very, very good indeed. Going through a very tough corner coming up here. I don't know how these drivers do it. To be honest, for me, when I drive around COTA in Project Cars and in F1 as well, I find it very, very tricky to negotiate these corners. And to be honest, every time I race around here, I always get a penalty. So hopefully these guys won't at the moment. So I will see how far the other guys are doing. We've got Ollie and Dutchman and Rainbow. Freeway battle then happening on this straight here. How they're going to manage this free ride is going to be absolutely crazy. But it looks like Willie Blackhammer is in 3rd. Ollie is going to see if he can overtake him. And Willie Blackhammer needs to do some defending here to make sure that he gets the move done. But the thing that I like about these guys is some of these guys are absolutely amazing with defending. They know what the other drivers' lines are, and it's very key. If you do a lot of races with them, it really does help. And possibly taking part in a lot of social races, it might have done some evaluation races and worked a little bit more to their advantage, as well as Rainbow is going to try and squeeze past Ollie. But Ollie doing some defending very well. Let's go on board with Rainbow then, and we can see all 3 of them battling from this camera angle, which is absolutely brilliant. And Ollie's been going a bit wide there a little bit. That's allowed Rainbow to go past. Ollie has lost a bit of pace there, but he can recover, hopefully. Fingers crossed, because I know him. He's a person that doesn't give up. That's why I like his attitude in the leagues, and it's brilliant to see work from him. But we have also got Pinecone, which is about, oh my god, it's going to be another battle for the lead here. Squeezing between wheels is going to be very, very close indeed. But nice defending from Phil, and that kept Phil in the lead for a bit. And Pinecone's going to try and make another move. He is not giving up that easily. I know these two, how they race generally, and they are absolutely fantastic racers. And it's just absolutely incredible to see those drivers race. And every time I look, there's always a battle, and it's just great. And as soon as I see a battle on Project Cars 2, I will look at it as much as possible. As they are both side by side now. This is getting very intense, and Pinecone is now in the lead. Pinecone is in the lead of the sprint race then. I nearly said sprint mode. I don't want to be confused for F1, of course. Rainbow, I think, has got a bit of damage, so that's why he's going to the pits. Now, as far as pit stops are concerned, in these Ginetta GT5 leagues, you don't really need to pit. Basically, you don't need to pit. But you got to make sure the tyres last, and you only need to pit if you got damage, basically. But let's just watch these guys battling up very close indeed. Now, I will be keeping a close eye on the championship as well, just to see how these guys do and what people need to do to make sure they clinch this championship. And points are different for each league, so this is very, very important. So I will be getting the points list up at some point. So there are more points. If you get first place, you get 26 points, and where Rainbow is currently, Rainbow is in 9th, so he will only be getting 8 points. So this will prove to be very good for Pinecone if he stays where he is. If Pinecone stays where he is, it'll be good for the championship. So first place gets 26 points. So he would be on, let me just check, he will be on 141 points. And no, he wouldn't be on 141 points. That would be Rainbow. Excuse me. And he'll be on 127 points. Whereas Rainbow would be on 122. So that'll be a 5 or 6 place gap between them. So it is absolutely crucial that Rainbow goes up his way and gains the positions that he needs to make sure that he doesn't close the gap too much, because otherwise it's definitely going to be a two-way battle for the championship, and it's going to be decided for the last race. And if we can, what I might do is I will try and get an interview at the end with the championship winner once we get our championship results carried out. And the thing I like about these Ginetta is it's not decided, this championship, till the final race, so they got to play it cool, basically. As I think we got a battle happening at the back as well with we've got Rough Me Up and Smoking Puppy, seeing if they can do some battling as well, just to see how much they can do. There's 9 drivers still in this race, which is absolutely amazing, but a lot of people have got penalties. I really do hope that this race doesn't get decided on penalties, because to be honest, that will be an absolute nightmare. Because once I commentated on a race where the winner wasn't decided on track, it was decided on penalties, and it was a bit of a shame, but it's absolutely common when people drive these tracks, so it's not too surprising for these guys. And it'll be interesting to see how these guys do in the 40-minute feature race, and to be careful to not rack up these penalties, because a lot of people are getting these penalties due to the fact they have been exceeding track limits quite a lot, and that is why and all. I think Smoking Puppy was trying to do some defending off Rough Me Up. Rough Me Up is going to try and do his best to overtake Smoking Puppy. Hopefully Rough Me Up knows Smoking Puppy's lines, and I hope Smoking Puppy knows about the defending and does that well. Already Pinecone is already pulling away from Phil, so absolutely amazing stuff. Hopefully this will translate to the feature race, but you never know. To be honest, with this championship, if you have from now on, if you have a bad feature race, this could prove dividends for the championship. Basically, as far as it stands, I'm not going to say the championship permutations until we get to the final race, because the battle for the lead is still strong. 2 seconds, but it can go down if Phil improves on his lap time, which is pretty good. So massive shout out to all 12 of you that are watching the stream right now. Hope you're all doing good, and thank you for taking the time to watch this stream on your Wednesday nights then, because it's absolutely brilliant. We also have the PC stream happening as well, so get it on your other monitor if you want, or get it on get it on another browser or another tab, and find out what's going on for there as well. Flip between the two so you can find out what's going on, because the PC stream is absolutely very close as well. But make sure you check this one out more as well, because this is shaping up to be very close. So We are already about 3 minutes and 43 seconds into this race. No, not into this race, left of this race then. It is going to be close. I know I keep saying it's going to be close, but it already is. Phil is, I think, slowing down on pace a little bit, but he's matching up on lap time. Pinecone last lap was a 1:44. Now he's on a 1:43.7. So he's about 2 seconds. 2 seconds faster than Phil, which is incredible stuff. And I'd just like to say to him actually, because he may be watching the stream back. I would just like to say a big well done to Pinecone for getting into the top split for Xbox One F1 2018 leagues for AOR, because he wasn't in top split last season. He's also in top split this season, so well done to him. And we are looking forward to seeing him race. If you want to see him race, make sure you check him out at 9 PM on Sunday, where Andy and Justin will be commentating on that race. So make sure you do check that out and see how Pinecone does. Because I think Pinecone is going to be definitely a dark horse in that league, and he's already proven to be very fast in this league as well. He hasn't been playing Project Cars for very long, and already he is very fast. So it just goes to show how amazing he is at doing sim racing, which is brilliant. Phil joined a few races ago, and he is probably to be the biggest surprise at the moment, being very, very good. So I'm absolutely impressed with his conduct at the moment, and he's doing his best to make sure he stays in second. So I am predicting he's going to do well in the feature race coming up. Now, I think what happened with Smoking Puppy is Smoking Puppy, I think, got overtaken by Rough Me Up, I think. So that is why Smoking Puppy has dropped way down the order, but Rainbow, not the best start from him, but hopefully he can recover for this, because he will be starting on pole. Maybe it was his strategy all along. Maybe he will be wants to start on pole in the feature race for him to gain the most possible advantage, but you never know. Pinecone's teammate Germo is up into P6. Ollie, probably one of his best races I've seen in Project Cars for him. It's in P4, so he's not going to catch up for a podium, but I think he'll be pretty happy with his 4th place spot. I think he's doing ever so well. He's caught himself out of trouble. He's definitely been improving, and I can tell he's been practicing quite a lot around this track. But don't forget, he's been racing in F1, and he knows this track pretty well from Formula 1 as well. So that is why he knows the track layout quite well indeed. As we've got 1 minute remaining then of this sprint race, and it has been absolutely amazing, and I've been super impressed with these guys, like I've said. So it is good. It is good to see. It's going to be such a shame when this league comes to an end, because I have been enjoying this. I do, and it's been really fun to commentate. The Ginetta Leagues, I think, will be starting in 2 weeks' time. Correct me if I'm wrong. I will be checking to see when it starts. Oh! Ollie has just hit a little bit of a bull up there, but hopefully he's recovered. Yes, he has. We're just going to follow our race leader then, Pinecone, who's done a stellar job. He is already, well, I think Phil is starting to close the gap on pace, but unfortunately, that I don't think it will be enough unless Pinecone slows down. But I think he's slowing down on purpose, because he wants to cross the finish line, and I think he's got one more lap. Let's see. He's about to cross the finish line, and he wins. He wins the sprint race. What a fantastic result for him. A very good race. He should be pretty pleased with that. A few Pinecone fans in the chat. So good on you guys. And we've got Phil in 2nd place. Willie Blackhammer, a brilliant race from him as well, even though he was in Carnage beginning in 3rd. And massive props to Ollie for his best result of the season so far. It's in 4th place. That will definitely shape up to be, he'll definitely have some confidence going into the feature race, I am sure. Dutchman, not the best. I think he managed to keep going even with that damage. I don't know how he did it, but he's doing ever so well to keep up with that. Gets Germa in 5th. We've got Rough Me Up in 7th. And we've got Smoking Puppy in 8th, and Rainbow, a race to forget, in 9th place. So, I said GT3. So, I think I said GTE by accident. Oopsie daisy. So, I will double check for you to see when the GT3 starts. the GT3 starts. Yes, I was right. It does start on the 10th of October, so 2 weeks' time. So next week there'll be no racing on a Wednesday, but then the following week you will get a stream. And fingers crossed I will be commentating on the GT3s because it was very fun last time to commentate. So who knows, you may see me in the commentary box for the GT3s in 2 weeks' time, but we'll have to wait and see. But we had no retirees from this race then, so that is brilliant. Ignore me because I was being a spectator. But anyway, we've got Pinecone in first position, we've got Phil in second, Willie Blackhammer in third, Ollie in fourth, Germo in 5, Dutchman in 6th, Rub Me Up in 7th, Smoking Puppy in 8th, and Rainbow in 9th. So let's switch scenes ever so quickly. Hold on a second. There we go. I've just switched scenes whilst the lobby is being set. So Rainbow finished in last position. So he will get 8 points. So he gets 8 points. So he will be on 123 points. Rainbow so 123. But Pinecone has got 126 points, so added to his, he will be on 128. So it's going to be a huge gap. Well, not a huge gap, 5-point gap. Oh my word! It is really down to the top 2 now. For the championship, a 5-point gap. So, and Pinecone is taking the lead of the championship now. So, basically, if Pinecone outscores Rainbow, then he's champion, then he's Ginetta champion, basically. Or what Rainbow has to do to beat Pinecone, he's got to outscore Pinecone by 6 points. He's got to outscore Pinecone by 6 points, and then he will be champion. So but that is basically all that matters. I know Rainbow pretty well. He was in the GT3 Leagues, and he's done well in that, and he's in the league as well. So again, if you haven't heard it, Rainbow will outscore Pinecone by 6 points in order to win the championship. But Pinecone has got an easy path. Pinecone just got to outscore Rainbow. It doesn't matter where. As long as he beats Rainbow, he is champion. So two things happen. So basically, there's a few people asking what happened with Rainbow. Rainbow was, I think, Rainbow was involved in a bit of carnage at the beginning of the second lap, and that caused him dropping down the field, and he had a longer pit stop, and that he put in a long time for damage, and he was in the pits for a long time, then that would have caused a lot of trouble. So basically, it is basically Pinecone's to lose, but Pinecone or Rainbow, any of those two could win this Ginetta championship. This is going to be absolutely insane. I know both of these drivers, and they are both pretty quick drivers, and they are absolutely amazing, and they are such nice people to watch. And to be honest, I wouldn't mind if any of those two win it, because they are superb, and I don't think any of them have won a championship before. So this will be a good step for their pride, for them just to see how they do. And it's also an interesting battle happening in the midfield as well. So I'm absolutely excited for how that is going to happen as well. So Pinecone and Rainbow must be definitely shaking in their boots right now, and I really hope you guys will be watching chaos and the races unfold. We've got Cyborg in the chat. Hello, how are you doing at the moment? So yeah, I had to respond to someone in the chat. There we go. So we'll just wait for the lobby to get ready. I think I was debating if I was going to race, but to be honest, I know I would be absolutely slow at this, so that is why I'm going to stick to commentary for this GT League in 2 weeks' time. So yeah, that is why. But I was debating actually whether I should commentate or race for the GT3 are so fun to try, and I had the wrong music on. It was a bit loud, so there we go. Oh my god, I had the wrong music, so you probably hear what's going on, but hopefully you can hear me better now. Hello. Luckily I noticed it. I'm sorry about that. I'm actually going to see if it's made any difference. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Yeah, you can barely hear me at all. So apologies about that. So basically, all Pinecone has got to do is he's gone out and scored Rainbow, and then he has won the championship. If Rainbow wants to win his championship, he's gone out and scored Pinecone by 6 points. So who's going to take it? Who is going to take the championship? Is it going to be Rainbow? Is it going to be Pinecone? I am so excited to see what happens, and I hope you guys are excited as I am as well. So we are just about to get underway, and it is going to be absolutely intense. I hope you guys are excited as well. So with this feature race then that is going on, basically it's going to be starting from reverse grid. And since all the drivers finished, apart from Dubersky unfortunately disconnected, Dubersky will be starting at the back, but Rainbow will be on pole. So that is how it's going to work at this stage. So 40 minutes worth of fun. It's going to be absolutely exciting, and I think they just got practice. I don't know why they put practice on, but they got practice. Just be aware. I'm not sure if they were meant to put practice on or not, but that's what I'm aware. So that's what I'm aware at the moment. So let me know in the chat as well who you think is going to get pole at the moment. Who you think? No, not who you think is going to get pole. Who you think is going to win the championship? Is it going to be Pinecone or is it going to be Rainbow? Let us know in the chat, because it'll be interesting to see what your thoughts are going into this as well, because I'm very keen to find out as well what your opinions are. Two of them I know very well, obviously, and they are insanely quick at what they do. So I am absolutely very excited to see what they can do, and it'll be interesting. I think we'll probably may get a few mixed opinions, I think, but I'm not going to call it. I'm not going to say anything, because if I say, oh, I think this person's going to get it, they probably might just spin it into a wall. So I'm not going to say anything of the sort, because I don't want to hurt any of the two drivers fighting for the championship right now. So not going to say anything, but I think Ollie should be pretty impressed with himself with his performance last race, because he's usually right at the bottom in Project Cars 2, but he seems to be doing very well and very good on his pace today. So I'm excited to see what he does in the endurance race coming up. Why do I say endurance race? I'm saying feature race. Oh my god, this is crazy. So I'm going to take a quick sip of my drink, because my throat is starting to get dry at the moment. But I really do hope also that after this Ginetta GT5, I really hope most of these guys do sign up for the GT3 League. It is good to see that we do have, I think we do have enough drivers for 2 tiers at the moment for Xbox One, which is absolutely fantastic. So we will have at least 2 tiers for Xbox One. But unfortunately only 1 tier will be broadcasted, so unfortunately we won't be streaming all the drivers, but it is great to see we have a lot more interest in the GT3 League. Detox has had an opinion about who he thinks is going to win the championship. You can't separate them. They're both very quick, but may the best guy win. I can personally say I definitely agree with you on that one. I can't really tell what is going to happen between these guys because obviously they're absolutely insane drivers already. So we will have to wait and see what happens with this one and see what happens. Seeing what happens is probably a very common way that I've been saying at the moment, but it is quite common. So yes, we're just waiting for practice to finish before we can switch scenes, just so they can get their bearings again of the track a little bit more. So I hope you. So whilst I do it, actually, let me just switch scenes actually because I'm a nice person. So we have got 10. So Diversity is joined back, which is good. Ollie is looking good as well. Rainbow, we've got Pinecone, Dutchman, Rough 'em Up, Willie Blackhammer. I don't know why it's showing the audience for some reason. I think because Willie Blackhammer is in the pits. For some reason, the audience is looking way up at the moment. And we've got Phil and we've got Germo. So, they're your drivers going into this. And we can already see who is showing some good pace at the moment going into this as well. So, that should be very exciting as well. So, to be honest, it is going to be absolutely really fun to watch these guys. And I hope you all are as excited as well. So, we've got 10 seconds left of practice then, and then we could carry on with the race then. Whoop, whoop. So, and if any of you guys are going to be signing up to the GT3 League, or if you haven't already, make sure you do. I definitely do recommend you signing up to the GT3 Leagues because they're a lot of fun to do and they have a lot of potential. You get to definitely improve on your racecraft. It is a different style of cars to drive, and no matter what platform you go on, it's just good fun. So I definitely do recommend you join the leagues for Project Cars too. So yes, as far as other leagues are concerned as well, make sure you check out the iRacing Formula One League on Fridays at 8:30. So make sure you check that out as well. It is a great league and I will definitely be watching it as well, so make sure you do check that out. On Saturday, R Factor 2 will be back. Yes, it will be back for the Formula 1 League for R Factor 2 at 6:30, I think, for the Australian Grand Prix, so make sure you do check that out. I think it's going to be commentated by Ninja and Zesty Oranges again. I think that's who's going to be the commentators, and I love both of them, so it'll be great to hear them in the commentary box again, because I haven't heard them in a while, actually. So excited about that. And on Sunday, the AOR Hype Energy F1 2018 Leagues do begin, so make sure you do check that out as well. But we're about to get underway then for this 40-minute feature race. So very, very excited. So let's switch scenes. Actually, no, there's no point in me switching scenes, but this is how I do it to make sure that I can spectate. So it seems to kind of work. So we are in the formation lap now. I'm just going to follow Rainbow because Rainbow is going to be the one that's going to be starting on pole because he finished last. So Detox was saying in the chat he thinks the GT3s are good fun as well. Yes, they are good fun. I've been doing the commentators challenges on my channel as well, and it's just a lot of fun to drive. So I'm not surprised, to be honest, that they, you know, find it fun to drive. As the countdown is just gone, as Rainbow luckily didn't have to move a muscle. He stayed where he is, so that is good. So we've got Rainbow. I don't know where Smokey Poppy is. I don't think he's racing in race 2, but Rainbow's starting on pole with Rough 'em Up in second. Dutchman has got to be careful. He's got to avoid some calamities today. We are keeping our fingers crossed that he does avoid them, and we are hoping that as well. Then we've got Germo in 4th. We've got Willie Blackhammer in 5th. Ollie in 6th. Phil in 7th, Pinecone in 8th, and Dabersky in 9th. So that is your race order for Project Cars 2 feature race. The last one, the last race you're going to see with these Ginetta GT5s, and it's going to be very sad, but I really hope you guys will enjoy it because it's going to be a bittersweet moment, and I really do hope we do get some very good racing for you to end the season off on a high. So that is going to be extremely cool, and if you want me to, I may do some highlights of these Ginetta GT5s just so we can get the best bits of the season. And to be honest, I'll be using a lot of best bits from this race, I can tell you that, because in this race there was a lot of overtakes. So yes, incredible, absolutely incredible. So anyway, we are almost about to start the race then. So who is your money for? Who is your money for to win? Basically, if Rainbow outscores Pinecone by 6 points, he will win the championship. If Pinecone outscores Rainbow completely, he wins the championship. That is how it's going to work. But once the race is over, I will be double checking to see if the points do add up. But because I don't want to be interviewing the wrong person, as it were. But anyway, we are about to get on the way as a Rainbow. Let's see if we can get a better start this time than he did in race 1. Hopefully he can avoid some carnage right up the line. Yes, he did. He got a good start there. Dutchman, it's not that far behind, but we already got some very clean going into turn 1. They're all about 1 second ahead of each other. It's getting very, very intense as Germo's dropping his way down. So is Ollie. Ollie's actually gained positions as well, with Rougham Up is dropping down into 5th. Dutchman doing ever so well in 2nd. Pinecone is down the field at the moment in 8th. But oh my god, what's just happened? Oh my word! This has blown the championship hopes, I think, for Pinecone, because we've had some damage from Pinecone and Phil. Luckily Pinecone has got away more lightly than Phil, but that was some damage right there. I wonder if Rainbow's seen that go on. Maybe that will put a little bit less pressure on him. But Phil is definitely slowing down. Look at him. I think he's got the same damage as Dutchman. He can't afford to stay like he is at the moment with his damage. Dutchman managed to be able to do it in the sprint race, but the sprint race was 20 minutes, so which wasn't very long at all. So we got to make sure that he keeps it together. But we already got some battles all the way up the field as well, as I think Ollie is going to see if he can try and make a move from Germo. I keep saying Gizmo. I don't know why, but Ollie making the move down. He got it nicely. He squeezes there, and he's up into 3rd. So already he's up about 2 or 3 positions from his starting position on the grid. So already he's gaining some positions. He's got to stay out of trouble, which he is, and it's brilliant. And he can soon catch up to Germo. But Germo is not giving up. Germo's going to go on the outside of turn 1. Looks like Germo had the better line and got the switchback, and Germo is now up into P3 now for Ollie. What a good battle between the pair of them. And I'm just going to see how Phil's doing. Oh my word, he's definitely dropped some pace, I think, which is a bit of a shame. I feel it's just, I feel bad for him. I really do, for the amount of pace that he was showing earlier on. So because he was doing absolutely fantastic in the sprint race. So he'll have to pit pretty soon. But Rainbow having the race of his life at the moment. But Dutchman is closing up. He's about 1 second behind. Germo's about 1 second behind as well between him and Ollie. So Ollie's made the move down again. So those two definitely keep switching positions. Already that is just some carnage right there waiting to happen. But to be honest, I don't hope they bump into each other. So yeah, so crazy, I know. And what I've been thinking was, And what the drivers as well could be deciding Pinecone and Rainbow's fate. But I think they'd be racing for action, as we got a three-way battle happening between Dabersky. We got Willie Blackhammer and Rough 'Em Up decided to join in on the party as well, going into the 4th lap here in COTA. COTA always brings out a race full of surprises, and it has definitely shown some surprises, as Dabersky doing ever so well. It was a shame that he disconnected earlier, but I think Willie Blackhammer hit him on the back a little bit. But luckily, no harm done at the moment. It's a 4-way battle here between them. Pinecone has got to make sure he recovers. He seems to be, luckily Pinecone escaped from the damage there between him and Phil. So already he's going to try and make some positions, as Willie Blackhammer is dropping his way down. I wonder, are a lot of people going to be letting Pinecone through, or will there be racing? We'll have to wait and see. We will have to find out, as Detox has got Detox has said a very valid point. So it is quite valid, to be honest. So we'll have to wait and see. But Pinecone is not that far behind from Dabersky then. Let's see if Pinecone is going to make the move done. So if Pinecone was to finish where he was, it wouldn't be enough to secure the championship, because Pinecone is in 6th. He would be on 11 points. Whereas Rainbow is on 26. So it wouldn't be enough to secure the championship. So he needs to gain a few more positions. He needs to gain about... He needs to be in 2nd or higher to secure this championship. That is all he got to do. So he's got to pull it in there, make sure he gets involved with some battles, as we got Willie Blackhammer and Rough 'Em Up fighting up on the back there. Both teammates obviously trying to fight there. And we will see how well they do. So we'll just have to wait and see about that. Surprisingly, Phil is still going. Well, it might be just a visual glitch. I don't know how Phil is still going. Just look at the damage he's got. But he seems to be producing not too bad lap times. So it might just be a visual glitch on our end. But to be honest, I really don't know about this. But he is not doing too good at all. But his lap pace is very good. But Pinecone is now 1 second behind Dabersky now. Is he gonna try and gain enough pace to make sure he overtakes? Can Dabersky do the defending of his life? Just let us know in the chat as well. We got 5 of you who are watching. Oh, my mic has gone crazy. But anyway, we've got 5 people watching the stream right now. So massive shout out to you guys who are watching the stream and keeping it live and kicking, as it were. So massive shout out to you guys. So we will make sure we will watch as much as possible what's going on. Dabersky's not that far from Ollie either, so it definitely can be a 3-way battle here already. Possibly a 4-way battle coming up, because I think Ollie's not that far behind from Germo either. Sorry if I keep saying Gizmo, I don't know why, but Dabersky is going to try and catch up onto Ollie. Let's go on board with, let's go on board with Ollie. Let me get the speedo up quickly, and let me get the onboard. There we go. Dabersky not that far behind. Ollie's going to try and make the move going into turn 1 now. Let's see if we can go on board with him. Ollie's got it done. How's Dabersky doing now? Dabersky definitely got Ollie on his mirrors right now. He's definitely under pressure, because he also got Pinecone, seeing if he could make the move done. But already Ollie's on their backside at the moment. Ollie and Dabersky both doing ever so well with battles. It's great to see Ollie batting like this. Absolutely amazing. We've got I think we've got Martin rooting for Dabersky in the chat, but to be honest, Dabersky's doing well at the moment to try and keep up. So we've got a train happening already for the last 5 minutes or so. So shaping up to be a good one, and it's definitely going to be a championship to remember. So I think Dabersky's in 4th. Pinecone's now up into 5th place after overtaking Ollie. but Pinecone still got Dubersky to try and overtake now. Pinecone has got to be in, I think, second position or higher to secure this championship. Can he do it? We will have to wait and see. Dubersky is going to try and make the move on Pinecone again. Let's see if he can do it. Pinecone, or it might be Germo actually. No, it's Germo. I'm getting confused on. Germo's gone a bit wide. That's led Dubersky through. Now Pinecone is about 1 second ahead of, 1 second clear of Germo now, his teammate. So he's going across the start-finish straight at the moment. Let's see what he can do. Three-way battle here. We can see the train happening. I can see the bumper of Pinecone now. What is he going to do going into turn 1 here? He's got some good speed in the corners, which will definitely help him as much as possible already. So already Dubersky in 3rd place and soon could be catching up to Dutchman. But we have got Pinecone battling in for 4th. 2 teammates, they got to be clean. They can't afford any more carnage. We don't want to see what happened in lap 2, but Pinecone has got the job done, and Pinecone is up into 4th place. He's definitely been making positions and making sure that he's up for it. Absolutely astonishing. Oh, what's happened with Ollie? I can see something going on in the background. Let's see. Ollie has just gone a bit into the grass at the moment, but he's in 6th, so it's all looking good at the moment. Now, Pinecone, I think, is nearly about 2 seconds separating between him and Dubersky, but we can see Dubersky and Pinecone in the same camera shot. Rainbow and Dutchman, the battle for the lead then. Oh, what's happened with Dutchman? What has happened with Dutchman? He's binned it in the wall again. He is absolutely Mr. Destructible. In every race I've seen, he's always been involved in some carnage. Maybe I could call him Mr. Carnage Man, but I wouldn't, because I'm a bit. Otherwise, I would be a bit mean. I just feel bad. I just feel bad, really bad for the carnage that he's been facing in the Ginetta GT5 Leagues. So he's already up in last. Pinecone's in 3rd. So it is going to be very close between the championship now. You may think the championship is all over, but it isn't over. This is what makes it so exciting. Oh my God, he has got to make the move done on Dubersky. If he makes the move done on Dubersky, he will probably claim the Pinecone could claim the championship by 1 point, 2 points, because 1st place and 2nd is 3 points difference. So if he gets 2nd, he will claim this championship. But there could be some battles happening midfield as well, so it is all to play for. It is up to Dubersky now if Dubersky's going to let Pinecone through for them to battle, or will they be racing? But looks like they are racing, which is fair enough, and I do like these guys to see them racing, which is absolutely brilliant. So we've got Pinecone trying to close in, then let's see, let's go on board. Let's go on board with Pinecone. Pinecone is going to try and make the move. He's seen that there's not much space on Dubersky, so he didn't make the move. He's keeping it clean, which is very, very good to see. A lot of people have got penalties. I will double check to see what penalties people have got, just to be sure, because it looks like penalties can decide this race. So we shall see. As I think that's why Pinecone has not been pushing very hard, because he might know Dubersky's got a penalty, but I don't think the drivers know. I don't think the engineer does tell them. I don't know. But let's look at the timings, see who's got a penalty. Rainbow, 1 second. Dubersky, 2 seconds. So I don't think that is what that is. Oh no, I don't want to quit. Go away. That is why Pinecone is deciding when there's not much space. He's deciding not to make the move, but he could make it. Oh, and Dubersky's made a little bit of a mistake. Pinecone is up into 2nd. Pinecone is well on his way to win the championship, but it's far from over. Far from over. So we can already see Dubersky trying to catch up already on Pinecone. This is absolutely insane stuff for these Ginetta GT5s. We have never seen loads of battles happening in a feature race before. We've seen more in a sprint race than a feature race. It is absolutely crazy and amazing. Who's your money for to win? I thought it was going to be Rainbow after the carnage of the beginning between Rainbow and Phil, But it is anyone's game between Pinecone and Rainbow. I can't call it at the moment. Pinecone just can't. Pinecone has just got to keep it together. He's got to keep Dubersky behind him, and then he's done enough. He can't afford for Dubersky to overtake him, even though Dubersky's got a 2-second time penalty. But he would much rather know of his result on track, him being ahead on track. I think that's where you would rather be at the moment. As Dubersky, going to see if he can try and make a move done on him. It's the only close battle on track. Pinecone doing some very lovely defending. He knows where Dubersky is. Pinecone making the switchback done. Very nicely done there. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Some clean racing. Shows how Dubersky is. It was a bit of a shame, to be honest, that Dubersky didn't take part in the sprint race. He's been absolutely incredible. Dubersky is now back up into second, which is amazing, as Pinecone is going to see if he can try and make the move on Dubersky for second again. But I don't think he needs to. As long as he's about 1 or 2 seconds behind, he'll probably do it. He is doing ever so well to try and make sure he keeps Dubersky in his sights at the moment. It is changed for second at the moment. It is absolutely crazy at the moment. If you just watched and tuned in, hello, you just joined us for the most epic moment. We've got a championship battle on our hands. It is between Pinecone and Rainbow to see who would claim this championship. All Pinecone's got to do is, if Pinecone outscores Rainbow, he wins. Basically, he wins. And someone has retired. I don't know who's retired. I don't know. I will double check. But if Rainbow wants to win, he's got to outscore Pinecone by 5 points. So it will be extremely close. Extremely close, because at the moment we've got intense battle happening, and it will shape up to be a very good race. So it is going to be very intense for these guys to make sure they come out on top. Pinecone is definitely showing his potential here. Oh my god, this is going to be absolutely crazy. As Ollie, I think, has been involved in some carnage. Hold on a second. I think Ollie's going into the pits. I think he's been pitting for damage. I think I've just had my first commentator's curse of the stream. Oh my god. Why did it have to happen? But luckily, he's gone out of the pits now, and he's been doing ever so well to try and keep up. So yeah, he's doing his absolute best, I've got to tell you that. So he's doing well, absolutely well, to try and keep up with that. Rainbow got a time penalty as well. Pinecone's now up into second place again. But Dubersky could be not long catching up on him. But we shall see. We shall see. We shall have to find out. I will get the points up as well to get a live points for you, just so you're aware of what the championship permutations are. I think that's what's making this race hell of a fun to watch. Absolutely brilliant. So because Pinecone's currently on 128. And Rainbow's on 123. So 5 points. He needs to definitely outscore Pinecone by 6 points. And then he is 1. So Pinecone is definitely in a position he needs to be in right now, but we've got Dubersky hot on his tail at the moment. We've got Germo in 4th, but I think it won't be that. Phil has still got damage. What is happening right now? He's got damage and he's still going. That is definitely a glitch right there, lads. That is definitely a glitch. Oh my word. How is he still racing? How is he still racing? This is crazy. Oh my god. Props to him for not giving up. Pinecone has also got a time penalty. What a time penalty it is. Let me just check. It was, I think, track limits. Pinecone, only 1 second. No, I don't want to lead the session. So Pinecone has definitely got to pull up a bit of a gap. Dubersky probably must know that he's got a time penalty. That's why Duberski's still hot on the trail at the moment. Willie Blackhammer then is about 4 or 5 seconds from Willie Blackhammer. From Phil, so the gap between Rainbow and Pinecone is about 12 seconds between them. And Duberski as well. But the lead I think the lead is pretty much there at the moment because the gap that Rainbow's pulling is absolutely great stuff. I've spoken to a few people and he is generally a fast guy, so yes, so we shall see. We shall see for that one. Duberski is still trying to catch up at the moment. Hold on, let me just get a sip of the drink because my throat is still running dry again. To be honest, that is the thing for doing solo commentary. Your throat just gets dry as crazy. And I think we've lost we lost 2 drivers. So, unfortunately, we lost Dutchman. Dutchman again is out. And I think we've lost... I don't know who else we lost. Let me just refresh the stream ever so quickly to see who we've lost. I'll just check the stream just to be sure. It is pretty impossible to tell, I think. But I know we lost Dutchman, which is a bit of a shame. So, Dutchman is out. We've still got 8 drivers willing to race. Everyone has got penalties except Phil and Willie Blackhammer. I said that it was definitely a track full of penalties, and I wasn't wrong. So, absolutely crazy. I think a lot of people are having their lap times invalidated. That is probably what's causing the issues at the moment. So, it is close. It is close right now. And I would like you to tell me your thoughts on what's been your highlights of the Ginetta GT5s. Let us know your highlights, just let us know what's gone on. And just let us know, basically. Because I know some of you have been watching the Ginetta GT5 Leagues from start to finish. Obviously there was 1 race missed because I was on holiday 1 week. So that was why I was done that. So it is crazy. Dutchman just posted a tweet on Twitter. He is gutted that he couldn't finish the last race, but to be honest, he said that he really enjoyed this championship, and it was a pleasure commentating on you in a Ginetta GT5's, Dutchman, if you're still watching the stream, by the way. So it's been good, absolutely fantastic. Duberski is still on Pinecone's trail right now. This is crazy right now. Pinecone's heart and Duberski's heart must be beating 1,000,000 miles per minute right now. Who is going to come out on top, because it is just going to be absolutely crazy. The battles that we're seeing here is allowing Rainbow to pull off a massive gap already between the guys. So I don't know who my money is on at this point. To be honest, I don't know who my money's on. So it is going to be close. Absolutely close. So that is what I like about this. So if you're wondering who we are sponsored by Elgato, and a lot of people who race in these leagues do create highlights using their Elgato capture cards, and you can get them off Amazon. I'm using the HT60S to stream this Xbox One race on Project CARS 2, and to be honest, I don't know what I'll be doing without it, because it's absolutely brilliant. So I strongly recommend you get it, and I think Duberski was going to try and make another move. Maybe he can. Maybe he can. It is possible. It is possible going around this long straight, this long corner. Let's ride on board with Duberski right now. Let's ride on board just to see what happens, just so we can get a closer view as we're just about to go to the start-finish straight. Duberski was almost looking for a move, but he didn't make the move done, as they're both on the start-finish straight right now with 40 minutes remaining on the clock at this stage. Also, let me know in the chat as well what your thoughts are by using the hashtag AOR CARS. As Duberski could be getting a move done. He could. Oh, that was almost a move. They are back. They are almost side by side. You can see Dubersky on the back of Pinecone. This is absolutely insane. A battle and a half here. Towards this, I wasn't predicting those two to be battling for the championship. I was predicting some other people. I was predicting Rainbow and Dave Alex, but unfortunately Dave Alex had to pull out of the league. He is now racing on PC now. As quite a few of these drivers are now going to be racing on PC, but quite a lot of these guys also chose to stay on Xbox. Hashtag Xbox Master Race. So, very close. I'm just scared right now that if I just go out of this battle, then either one of them is going to overtake. So, I'm just going to try and watch this as much as possible, but luckily we've got another battle to watch for, while the likes of Germo and Phil. Phil still got some damage. Props to him for still keeping going. It is definitely, I think, a visual glitch, because he's still producing absolutely brilliant lap times still, a 1:44.8. That is brilliant. So yeah, it is definitely a visual glitch, I think. So, all Dubersky, if Dubersky gets past Pinecone, Dubersky's got to finish 1 second behind in front of Pinecone due to the penalties. So that's what he's got to do. Let's follow the... There wasn't much battle going on there, but let's follow the battle again between Dubersky and Pinecone then. We've got 12 minutes, 26 seconds to go. This battle, I think, can keep going on till the final lap. Oh my God. I hope you're all as excited as I am. It is absolutely crazy right now. I know these two. Dubersky is the first time I've been commentating for him in this league, and he definitely has improved so much. And to do a battle against one of the best drivers in sim racing, he must be on cloud 9 at the moment anyway. So Dubersky wants to succeed, and also Pinecone wants to succeed as well, because that could be his first championship. But we shall see, and we shall find out. So we shall have to wait and see with that one. 11 minutes and 43 seconds remaining. If you're just joining, hello, welcome to the championship decider for the Ginetta GT5 Leagues for Project Cars 2 Xbox One, and I am your commentator, Jess, taking you through the last 10 minutes of the session. And it is absolutely crazy right now, and it's been absolutely brilliant to see these drivers come out of their shell and be the best of the best. To be honest, I really hope that they do a full-time Ginetta League, because it is absolutely insane. I hope they do, or at least do a style of racing where they do a sprint race and then an endurance race, because I like those types of races, because they keep you intense and excited. Oh, Dubersky's going to make a move. Is he going to make a move on Pinecone? Oh, that is close indeed going into turn 1. Pinecone, I think, got the better line, and that's what caused Pinecone to defend. Oh my God, that was very close. Very, very close right now. I hope you guys are still watching this as well. Oh my God, this is getting absolutely crazy right now. Pinecone doesn't want to lose this championship. He may not know the points. He may not know what's going on with the points. I don't know. That's the thing. That's what makes it interesting. Is these guys don't know what the points are unless they add it all up in their head or know what is going on their head. So yes, and the interesting thing about being in this mode as well is we can see the track temperature. Now it is quite cooler. It is 2 miles per hour. It is heavy clouds, so the visibility could be a bit lower. It is 89 degrees Fahrenheit. I still need to go around and change the temperature, because otherwise it will still say Fahrenheit, and a lot of you Europeans will go in Celsius unless you guys work in Fahrenheit. I don't know. I will change it if needed. I will change it if needed, so do not worry. As I think Germo's going to see if he can battle Phil. Again, I don't know why Phil's still racing. Definitely a glitch there, but Hey ho, Phil's doing ever so well to try and keep up with the damage. He's doing brilliantly. Who's your driver of the day then for this last 10 minutes then? Let us know. It's keeping us enthralled. As Germo and Phil is about to cross the start-finish straight. Is Germo going to make the move done going into turn 1? Again, almost. That was the same move that Duberski did earlier on. But again, I think Phil had the better line. I don't know. So, it is absolutely crazy right now. So, let's go back. Pinecone and Duberski. Duberski is all over the bat now. His lap time, I think that what's making the difference at the moment is Pinecone is having much faster lap times, I think. And that's what's edging him a little bit. But they are ever so close at the moment. This is crazy. I wonder what these guys will be thinking in their heads right now. A massive shout out to all of you guys who are still watching the stream. Hope you're all having a good evening so far. If you're liking the content that AOR is producing stream-wise, make sure you click the subscribe button and also thumbs up and turn notifications on so you know when next to see a stream from the gorgeous, the lovely AOR. Why did I say gorgeous and lovely, but hey-oh. Duberski was looking like he's going to make a move. He's going to make a move going into the straight. Pinecone is going to do some... Oh, nice defending from Pinecone. Whoa. Duberski got the move done, but defending from Pinecone and got the switch back. And he's up into still in second. But Duberski's not giving up in a hurry. Duberski's going to try and make the move into turn 1. No, he's not. Oh, my word. That was incredibly close. These two still have a few more opportunities to make sure that they gain the best line of it. Again, like I said, I don't know what my money is for this. It is absolutely amazing to see those guys watching and battling it out and stuff like that. So, we will keep an eye on it as much as possible. So, we'll keep it as much as possible as well. Believe it or not, Duberski is in 3rd place in the championship. Because Duberski won the race, the feature race in Germany, which unfortunately I couldn't broadcast. So a massive props to him for winning that race. So he is a fast driver. And I wonder if we could see him in Tier 1 of GT3. I won't be surprised if he gets into the GT3 Tier 1 in Xbox One. It will be amazing to see if he does that. We shall see. We've got 6 minutes remaining then. It looked like Duberski was going to make another move. Ollie's gone into the pits again. I don't know what's happening with Ollie, but we've got more important things to worry about here happening right now. Pinecone definitely doing better on pace at the moment with lap times. But I feel like Duberski has got better speed going through corners. And I feel like Pinecone's got better speed with straights. So, they're still 1 second behind. Phil is still in 4th. With Willie Black, Germo in 5th. Willie Blackhammer in 6th. And Rough 'em Up in 7th. He's, luckily Rough 'em Up is managing to stay out of trouble at the moment, which is absolutely fantastic. So, props to him for that one. So, it is brilliant. And to be honest, thank goodness these guys are not racing when it is too hot for them. Well, it just depends on, obviously, on the country where they are. And they also got to manage their tyres effectively as well, because their tyres could be quite hot at this stage, even though the track temperature is cooler than it is. But a little bit of a lock-up from Pinecone. That's allowing Duberski to gain some more pace. Oh my god! This battle's been going on for like 15 minutes now. I'm not even kidding. I've never seen a battle go on for that long. Absolutely astonishing work. Duberski was almost going to try and make the move done. It's crazy that they're not hitting each other. Oh, I might have spoke too soon. Duberski is, I think, in second now. But Pinecone is going to see if he can get a better line going into turn 1 on the straight. At the moment, Pinecone's in a good position. What a good line from Pinecone. Pinecone is up into second. But Duberski almost getting a switch back. Oh, Duberski went a little bit wide again. I think he had to give the position back. That was very noble of him. I've given props to these two drivers because, to be honest, they are showing some clean racing. Unfortunately, we've lost one other driver, which is Ollie, unfortunately. So he has retired as well. So, what a shame, because he had a very good sprint race. So, it is a shame to see that he's doing that. But the battle for the championship is far from over. The fate of the championship is all in Pinecone's hands, but Rainbow is in a very good position at the moment. He is pulling up a very astonishing gap right now. But if Pinecone stay where he is, it's not going to be enough for Rainbow, unfortunately. So, which is gutting. But Rainbow has been dominant. To be honest, in my opinion, if Rainbow wouldn't have bottled the sprint race, I think he would have won the championship. He would have comfortably won the championship, which is a bit of a shame, I think. But he's doing ever so well to try. But maybe his strategy was all along to finish last in the sprint race, in order to make sure he starts on pole in the feature race, the longer race. I think that's what his strategy was. The battle for the lead is still changing again. I think they made a similar move. Pinecone is now up to second again. Duberski not that far behind. Oh, it's going to be extremely close. It'll be interesting to see how the points look at the end of it as well. And I am so pumped about this. This race has gone so quickly. I really don't want it to end, because I've never been in a situation where when I've commentated on a final race battle. It's usually decided a couple of races before, but due to the fact this is a very short championship, that is what's happening right now. So if you just joined us, hello. We've still got the championship decider, and it's between Rainbow and Pinecone. Rainbow both got to outscore Pinecone by 6 points. So basically, Pinecone, where he is now, is perfect position. He's got to finish second or higher, and he's won. So he's all right at the moment. But Duberski is not that far behind. We got 1 minute remaining. Rainbow's definitely staying out of trouble right now. I think he's about to do his final lap. Yes, he is. Duberski was going to try and make a move, the similar movement he did ages ago. Came second. Yes, he does. Oh my word. Oh my word. This could be championship crucial. Pinecone can't afford to back out. Duberski can't afford to back out as well. We have got Pinecone. Let's see what Pinecone can do. Pinecone are side by side between Duberski now. I'm just going to see the timings now to see the penalties. To see if there's any more penalties. Duberski, 2 seconds. Pinecone 1. So the penalties are still as they are at the moment. Oh, Duberski's gone wide. Duberski's gone wide. Oh my god. This has gone crazy right now. Oh my word. But Duberski's still side by side with Pinecone. Oh my word. This is going to be close. Rainbow's got a few more corners to go before he takes the win, but that is not important right now. The most important is who finishes second. Is it going to be Pinecone, or is it going to be Duberski? Duberski is definitely going to get third place in this championship. by a shadow of doubt. But who's going to win the championship? Is it going to be Rainbow or is it going to be Pinecone? Oh my word. I just can't watch at the moment. Rainbow's about to cross the line. He goes on to win, but his fate is all in Pinecone's hands right now. Pinecone is about to cross the line. Is this going to be close? Duberski's still behind Pinecone. It's going to be a photo finish by the looks of things. Oh my word. Yeah, it is a photo finish. Oh my word. That was absolutely crazy. I don't know what happened there. Oh my god. Oh my word. That was a finish and a half. Closest finish I've ever seen. Phil in 4th place. Brilliant stuff with Germa about to cross the line. And he's going into 5th place. And with Willie Blackhammer in 6th. And Ruffam up in 7th. Now, let me just go with the points. Rainbow gaining a full 26 points. 149. 149, let me just do. Pinecone got. So let me just see what he got for. Let me just do a double check. I'm just gonna double check just to be certain about the championship. So he got 128 at 24 is 152. That's for Pinecone. It is ever so close. A photo finish between, I think, them two. But due to penalties of that. But I can now reveal that Pinecone is your GT5 champion for Xbox One. He has done it by a whisker, might I add. He has won the championship. Rainbow won the race, but he hasn't done enough. Pinecone has won the championship. It was ever so close, but he has done it. Well done to Pinecone. I don't think he was expecting that for his first season. And he's done absolutely incredible. But Duberski has definitely pulled off a fight. So I give props to Duberski as well. Because to be honest, I would give my driver of the day to Duberski as well. And Pinecone. And Rainbow for recovering as well. So give your congratulations in the chat to our championship winner then. Well done to Pinecone. He must be incredibly proud of himself right now. And he is, you know, it was a great battle. And I very enjoyed watching it. So, unfortunately, the Ginetta GT5 Leagues has come to an end. I feel absolutely gutted right now because it has been an absolutely fantastic. It's been absolutely fantastic to watch, and it's been a pleasure. I'd like to say thanks to Apex Online Racing for letting me commentate the Ginetta GT5 Leagues because I have really enjoyed myself. To be honest, it's been my favourite league in AOR to commentate on, the Ginetta GT5s, by a country mile. So it's great that AOR gave me the opportunity for me to commentate on these guys. And also, we also like to say thank you to our sponsors, Elgato, Frostmasters, and GT Amiga Racing. Thank you to our sponsors for that. Thank you to our coordinators for making this leagues happen. Thank you to Bosley for coordinating the Xbox One side of things as well. Thank you to also Germo for hosting the last two rounds of the Ginetta GT5s as well. So thank you guys for that, and thank you to you guys for watching as well. You guys have been absolutely brilliant to get involved in the streams as well. It's been absolutely fantastic. But again, I would like to congratulate our GT5 champion, Mr. Pinecone. Well done to him. He must be really happy right now. So well done. Rainbow definitely pulled up a good fight, as so did Dubersky. So definitely well deserving top 3. If you want more Project Cars 2 action on Xbox One, make sure you join us in 2 weeks' time on the 10th of October for the GT3 Leagues to begin. We won't know who's racing in what tier until 2 weeks' time, so you will find out who'll be racing. Maybe we'll see the people that we've seen racing today race in the GT3 Leagues, but there are people that haven't raced in the Ginettas that I've seen racing the GT3s, and I'm looking forward to seeing them as well. So until now, I've been Just Games 95, and the next AOR stream you'll see on the channel, I believe, is the Endurance League for the PC, which is tomorrow. So make sure you do check that out. King Kodiak will be commentating on that. So make sure you check out the Endurance League tomorrow. I believe it starts at 7 or half 7. I don't have a clue myself, but it is an absolutely fantastic league. So make sure you check that out for more Project Cars 2 action tomorrow for PC. And on Friday, iRacing, Saturday, R Factor 2 and Dirt 4. And on Sunday, the AOR Hype Energy F1 2018 Leagues begin. So, thank you very much, guys. I've been Just Games 95, and for me, you'll see me on Saturday for some Dirt 4, but for Project Cars on Xbox One, we will see you in 2 weeks' time. Goodbye.